What's up guys, it's Jeff Chan from MMA Shredded and I'm here at United Fight Center here in Buenos Aires, Argentina. I'm here with a pro fighter from Brazil and today we're going to be doing some nice light and technical sparring. If you like this video, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Now, before we get started, this video is sponsored by Sheath Underwear. These boxes are designed to keep your balls off your legs with 3 individual compartments to keep everything down there separate, cool, and comfortable. Sheath has a modern ergonomic design intended to prevent skin-on-skin contact for long durations, which can build up heat and sweat. Sheath prevents all that. It is the holy grail of underwear. They were invented by a US Army veteran who came up with the idea for Sheath during his second tour in Iraq, where it is hot as hell and his boys needed to breathe. The situation of being hot as hell down there is one I know too well from all the crazy hours of training at the gym. You will readjust less because everything is separated and there will be less of a smell too. So if you want everything down there to feel cool and comfortable during training, click the link below and use code MMA Shredded at checkout or go to sheathunderwear.com/MMA Shredded for 20% off. So his name is Luca Lubera Corbidge, a BJJ black belt competing in the lightweight division with a pro record of 10 wins and 1 loss, and is the head MMA coach here at United Fight Center. This session was 3 times 5-minute rounds. It may seem like less, but if you guys are new to this channel, I cut out all the boring parts. So I cut out all the parts where we just stare at each other, circle around to conserve energy, or any stalling positions when we grapple, and keep it straight to the action only. Why? Well, you guys have the worst attention spans, so that's why I edit it the way I do. So a brush to the left kick and into my low kick counter, but Luca dodged most of it. Nice work from Luca on pushing my rear hand into his jab. While my rear hand is pushed back, there's a split second my hand cannot block and he lands a jab. So one of my favorite combos here, inside low kick, jab cross, and finish with the outside low kick. I missed my punches, but was able to avoid getting countered because I took my head off center line and always following up with that low kick. Nice feint jab and into the left hook from Luca here, followed by some head movement. You kind of miss it because of the angle of the camera. A little lean back to evade his high kick. It's funny because when your opponent throws a high kick, it reminds you of your high kick combos. So I go right into my body cross rear high kick, but nicely blocked by Luca. And another high kick combo blocked by Luca. Playing it pretty safe and conservative, we're both feeling each other out, and I finally land my jab here, figuring out my range, but so does Luca, changing levels as he feints and lands a nice overhand right. So again here, his overhand right triggered me to throw mine. I lifted my lead knee up to fake, then kicked it back into southpaw as I jabbed, and then stepped back into orthodox stance as I threw my overhand right. Landed pretty flush. Luca gets me back with a long corkscrew uppercut. He follows up with a cross in which I parried into my cross, and a little lean back to evade his left high kick. Now we're both starting to open up more. I hold his lead arm down and into my cross. Luca counters my cross with a left body kick, and I counter his counter by returning a kick to his standing leg. And a nice straight cross by Luca here, and I get him right back. I took a step 45 degrees to the side to create an angle, and in with my dart in cross to low kick. I kick whichever leg is available or closest to me. And another cross. And a slip to the inside, followed by an overhand right that just grazes Luca. Luca throws a hook and double step low kick, and I give it right back. A good jab from Luca, and I jab him right back. Here I parried Luca's jab and counter with my low kick as his weight is shifted onto his lead leg, making it hard to check, and I exit back out to defend his counters. Then back in with my hook cross to outside low kick. Here I feinted a rear kick by pivoting my rear foot and exploded in with my cross to low kick. Luca starts to put on some pressure, stalking me against the cage, so I circled out as I pumped out my jab, tried to counterpunch to keep him back. Luca continues to keep me against the cage, so I continue to try to get him to respect my space by letting my hands go a bit. I landed a good left hook, followed by a jab and another jab cross. Luca retaliates and grazes me with his cross, and as I use head movement to evade, he shot for the legs and lands a double leg. I immediately used the cage to get to my knees and stand up, but Luca was quick to take my back. I fast forward and cut out the boring parts here. Some controlled ground and pound, and he eventually sinks in his rear naked choke, and as he was about to squeeze, I was saved by the bell. That was a close one. Round 2, right from the get-go, Luca lands a nice jab, and a nice pendulum lead body kick from me. Another inside low kick jab cross to the outside low kick. Then into my cross to double step low kick. If it's working, why stop using it? A good jab here and lean back to dodge. And a inside low kick to disrupt Luca's overhand right here. And another inside low kick counter to disrupt his combination. A failed foot sweep here, leaving myself open for a counter, but must always anticipate that counter and parry or defend whatever is coming. A good lead teep to the body from Luca, but I pawed down on it like a parry and into my cross. He landed a teep, so I threw my rear teep. And a jab cross down the middle from me. This is a perfect example as to why we should always take our head off center line. Luca starts getting aggressive again here, pressuring forward. I'm trying to keep him back with my jab, but he utilizes his head movement. Knowing he may pressure me against the cage and take me down again, this time I took the opportunity of his forward movement and timed my own double leg. I fast forward some pressure passing. Eventually, I passed into full mount. You can't see from this angle, but Luca was about to escape to half guard, so I tried to transition, but he was able to scramble to his knees. I tried to take his back, but slipped off of his upper body, and he gets on top. So I used the cage to scramble back to my feet. Here is an exit clinch high kick. Just grazed his neck, but you should always look for it, as there is always a chance you land one flush. Another cross to low kick, and another good jab, followed by another cross as I took my head off center line. I felt Luca pressuring forward again, so I timed another double leg as he moved in. Here I fast forward some grappling, just me trying to maintain top control and Luca trying to regain guard. Eventually, Luca was able to roll me over. Instead of getting swept, I decided I'd bail and scramble to my feet, finishing with a high kick but missed. Luca moves forward with punches, but I get too confident with my head movement and he shoots for my legs, landing the double leg again. I used the cage to scramble to my feet and went for a Granby roll for a knee bar. Luca defends the knee bar very well by turning his leg and keeping the leg bent, eventually rolling out of it and started attacking my leg for knee bar. And we both started leg locking each other until the bell rang. Round 3. I started strong with a kick punch kick combination, then across a double step low kick again. Here, I slipped Luca's cross and threw my own cross. Over here, I closed the distance by lifting my rear knee up and kicking it back as I jumped forward with my Superman cross. The cross missed, but I stepped my rear foot forward as I simultaneously jabbed and into my lead body kick. Here, I threw a low kick, and as Luca tried to counterpunch me, I timed the double leg. But a really beautiful counter by Luca. He hooked my thigh closest to him and tried to bridge me over. But as I based and pulled back, he shrimped to create space and transitioned into the K guard and ended up heel hooking me. If you guys are interested in learning how to transition into the K guard from the bottom, I have added a link of a tutorial in the description box below. A sneaky high kick here. I stepped my rear foot forward as I simultaneously threw my jab, which caused Luca to parry, opening his right side face for my high kick to sneak in. Another failed attempt on the foot sweep, but this time Luca rushed forward, so I tried to time a double leg. He sprawls with underhooks and we ended up in a scramble. I end up on top turtle position, spun around to take his back, but he grabbed hold of my leg and was going to scramble to his knees to tackle me down, but I had my cross face and flattened him out into half guard. Fast forward some light ground and pound. Luca eventually scrambles on top. I use the cage to stand back up, but Luca takes my back. So I Granby roll again to attack for a knee bar. I felt Luca was defending well, so I bailed on it, got to my feet, and tried to break off with another high kick. Another low kick and into my double leg here. I threw an inside low kick, bounced off and stepped back into southpaw stance as I slipped the counterpunch and into my penetration step to my double leg. Luca quickly got a Kimura grip on my arm. I then immediately hid my right hand to the inside of my right thigh to prevent the Kimura. After some time, Luca eventually scrambled up against the cage, and as I went to take him down again, he uses the Kimura grip to roll me over. Another scramble, and I end up in top turtle position again, spun around, but this time successfully took his back, and eventually back mount. As I was about to sink in the rear naked choke, the bell rings.